And so, in the last set, we have investigated stuff, and well, we got some pretty good evidence.
Well, that explains everything. Yeah, that's a nice recap.
Nice recap in a nutshell. Also, bye! Okay, I did that for no reason. Let's start.
I really feel like stopping the recording right now.
But no.
Okay,
Let's
anyways.
do the trial.
So to remember what happened in the last trial is that our thief was found not guilty from being the thief, and it was found by a murder, and we're trying to defend it pretty much.
Yeah.
But we found some evidence, and apparently NS cannot do a recap per shit either. So from now on, we're gonna stop doing the recaps because they suck.
Yeah.
It's really hard to do a recap on this thing. Anyways, hey Nick.
What is it this time?
You won't believe how many people are here for the trial.
You mean 8 people?
8
Well,
people.
it is a murder case.
It's better than Olympus Coliseum in Kingdom Hearts.
I guess.
What are you talking about? We're here in the trial next door.
Next door?
Why don't you know this, Nick? They're having Detective Enemy trial today.
Detective Atme?
They say they are going to try him as Master Musk.
Already? That was fast.
Boy, I did love start the Musk trial. I know.
By the way, where's Pearls?
Oh, she went back home. She said that she can't neglect her training anymore. But she'll come back at the end of the trial and slap you in the face. I know you don't like me.
Pearls has really gotten into her training lately, huh?
Yeah, ever since that incident last year. Please! Don't ignore me, dude!
Oh, by the way, how you doing?
How you doing? How's it going? Oh, Mr. White, good morning. No one likes me. That's kind of like me in real life. Anyways, no one would notice me even if I almost kill someone. I know where you feel. Come on, don't be silly. Wait a second.
You don't mean you're the murderer?
No! I just poor thief! No, wait, that's not right.
Now, let's see. According to Mr. Delight, from his second crime on, he was following a bunch of step plans. Plans that someone had been sending to him to help him commit the heist. Sure.
Do you think there is a connection between the thief and the murder, Nick?
It's possible, but today's trial is a race against the clock.
Huh? How come? Let's just take our time like always.
I'm afraid that's not an option.
We'll never know what Phoenix is thinking.
3 days before my birthday. Hooray!
Hooray! Who cares?
Why did I do the Mickey Mouse kind of voice?
Because that's your bucket. I don't care.
Court is now in section for the trial, Mr. Rodelight. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
You're ready. Preparation is the last refuge of the week.
Okay, settle down, everyone. Let's begin with your opening statement, Mr. Godo.
And since you're my worst best friend, I'm gonna fuck it through the white gold now.
He's got that judge in the palm of his hand. Yet again.
Yes. Rondelite is simply too young to be sent to war. You tell him, Godo. Wait. Actually, that doesn't actually affect you since I'm voiced Rondelite. You tell him! You don't tell him! I don't even know what I'm doing. Just ignore me. That's all.
I'm afraid I have no idea what that means, Mr. Godo.
Yeah, after I talk about a lot of shit, I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. Then you need to get out more, Your Honor.
Like me?
Yes, life is a war, but that is exactly why you must be more precise in your wording. That's all my statement means. You understand now, right?
Yes, well then, let me briefly summarize the details of this case. Wow, the judge is taking charge like he knows what's going on for a change. The victim is Kate Bullet, CEO of KB Security. His body was found in a safe at approximately 9 AM on the morning of the 13th. However, the time of death was estimated as 1 AM on the previous day.
And that's when our widow lost kitten dropped the ball. That widow lost kitten is of course the defendant.
Very well then, Mr. Godo, please call your first witness. Coffee.
My first witness is coffee.
Is your first witness.
I never drank more than 17 cups of coffee during any given trial.
That's actually right.
But the first one is always the best.
Mr. Godo, your witness...
Is it?
It's coffee! Don't you get it?
Okay then, let's hear the defendant. Mr. Ron Delight has to say for himself.
The defendant? Well, Mr. Wright, does the defense have any objections? Have any
Objection!
It may be a bit of disadvantage having the defendant testify, but I remember when Mia was defending me, she allowed me to testify so she could do the cross-examination. She put a lot of trust in me back then. Yay. We have no objections, Your Honor. The defense will allow Mr. Delight to testify. Yes?
Okay.
Oh, you were gonna say something.
Yes, I have an objection. The objection that I'll be hidden for now. Ha, you got guts, right?
You bet I do. Alright then, Mr. Ron, please take the stand. You're in the stand. Oh, man. Oh, by the way, let me drink coffee first.
You did it, didn't you? Yes, okay, this is my objection.
What?
Objection, no, you didn't do it. No, that's not true.
For a moment there, I thought we set the record for the shortest trial ever.
Well, Mr. Delight already looks like plenty guilty with that face he's making.
And once he opens his big mouth, he'll probably put the last nail in his own coffin.
Pretty much. Very well. Now then, can you tell me something? If you didn't kill Bullard, why did you go to the Kibi security? Well, that's kinda hard to say, but we should go home.
Now then, let's hear some testimony about what happened. Sure.
We always need to say sure like that. My visit to the Kibi security. That evening around 1 AM, I went to see Mr. Bullard in his office at the Kibi security. The blackmailer that I got, it ordered me to go there.
Also go to a greenhouse.
What? Why did you say that?
Because green ladder, greenhouse. Oh, screw it.
Greenhouse is where you put plants.
I know. I was saying the word green.
I just wanted to go to greenhouse. You just want the greenhouse after Plants vs Zombies.
I guess.
I'd been working on the Kibi security until a year ago, so I knew where his office was.
Yep, he did.
It was his black office then.
1 AM. Did that time the murder took place?
The weak get washed away by the tides of fate. The strong drink it up.
And he did.
So he's a strong. Bitter today. Bitter, whatever.
Yeah, bitter.
Too just like my destiny. You'd never know what that from the way he's shuggling it down.
Mr. Wright, cross-examination, if you please. I think we have to press first, then present, or do we have to present now?
Actually, we have to press a few statements here. Starting with the part where he talks about his blackmail.
Oh yeah, that's true. He said he ordered me to go there. How come? How come, man? It ordered you there?
It was the first time I got a blackmail letter that ordered me to go somewhere.
Does that mean you've got other blackmail letters then?
Of course, of course, they said things like, steal this, take that.
Why don't you save those for later, Mr. Delight? Please don't say any more. Now, what should I do? Obviously, press harder.
Sure.
So, what did the blackmail letter in question say?
It said, bring $50,000. Money, huh? Perfect mother committing murder. Oh, but wait! Dude! I never intended to pay the money anyway.
Oh, is that right?
After all, he had nothing all over my head. I had nothing to be afraid.
An important point indeed. Witness, let's have that attitude testimony.
Sure. Yes, sir. I mean, yes, dude.
A muddy mud skipper in outer space has a better chance of surviving than I do.
Anyways, the blackmail threat didn't scare me. It wasn't going to cause me any trouble or anything. Let's go to statement 3 before we press this one.
I've been working for TV Security. This one?
Actually,
yeah, let's do that. Let's do that, actually.
Yeah, we have to press the statement 2 anyway, so.
You used to be a security chief for KB Security, right?
Yes, that's right.
A security chief? You?
And yet, a year ago, you were fired without notice. Revenge of the old grudge. Perfect motive for murder, wouldn't you say?
This isn't good. Maybe I should change the subject? About why he was fired.
Why was he fired?
Mr. Delight, please tell us why you were fired from your job.
Well, The world is filled with those who have said, I wish I never asked that.
Oh, okay, then I take it back.
Fuck it.
Defendant, please answer the question.
Well, I needed money.
You needed money?
Well, you see, Daisy loves to spend it, and it's kind of her hobby. Not exactly the best hobby in the world, huh, Nick? Coming for the person that is always taking the money from his wallet. My salary wasn't nearly enough, so I stole the data from the company.
Come again?
The KB Security has a lot of security info for all sorts of companies. And since I was a security team chief, you stole some data and sold it. Mr. Bulwer found out and I was fired immediately.
What? I wish I'd never asked that.
Who knew? I was somehow able to keep the secret and made it seem like I had quit on my own. What is it, Nick? You don't look so good. Someone brings harm to their company with fire as a punishment. You do well to remember that. He sure told you.
So you admit that you stole data from your company, is that correct?
Yes, I'm sorry.
This is a very important fact. Please add it to your testimony. You can add this too. Oh man, this whole thing just took a big turn for the worst. Crashed and blew up. It's gonna take the jaws of life to rip this case from the clutches of disaster.
Oh good, and let's press this new statement. But first let me read it. He fired me for selling company secrets, but Daisy doesn't know about that. Let's press that.
Yeah. Why would you do something like that?
Well, for Daisy hobby, what else?
Wasting money, huh?
It's not a waste! So Mr. DeVite doesn't know her husband was fired, does she?
So it would seem.
I'm not sure what to think about the couples that keep secrets from each other. Actually, I don't think we needed to press that. It's completely optional.
I can't believe it. This case has gotten even my thing seriously about couples. Please try to stay focused, Mr. Wright.
That wasn't. Yeah, let's just skip this part.
Yeah, sounds like he's avoiding something. At least that's what it sounds like to me.
blah blah blah.
Oh no, right? Yeah, spill the beans. Yeah, exactly. I like that phrase, that American phrase. Spill the beans. It's so awesome.
We actually just needed that new statement so we can actually press
this
on.
one.
On. No. Wait. What? Yeah,
this one. Yeah.
The new one.
Yeah, it's the new one. The second statement.
Yeah. Okay. That's right. Okay, go on.
The press, right?
Yes.
This one. I know it is. Just what were you being blackmailed about anyway? The blackmail letter said, if you don't want your identity revealed, correct?
I'm sure it was referring to Master the Mustang.
Objection!
Objection.
This disc. I'm afraid that reason is going to hold up anymore.
What do you mean?
The victim had proof that the defendant was Master Mask. But you were the one who stole the company's secrets. Only 1 year early. But that was over with once I was fired, dude! But it was through the fact that I stole the secret and I was kept it under warps, whatever, I don't care. Even so, there was no reason for me to pay up now. The whole year later, dude!
Is that really true?
What is it, Nick?
The fact that Ron was stealing company data. I wonder if he would have had a problem if that ever became public knowledge. Yes, he would.
Why wouldn't? Because of Daisy.
Mr. Delight, I believe you would have been in considerable trouble if your identity as a company data thief was made public. Mr. Wright, what are you trying to do by bullying your own client?
Men are like the colonies of bacteria. The more heat you apply, the faster they grow.
That's exactly right.
Well then, feel free to keep the heat, my little lawyer amigo.
Little lawyer amigo?
Yes, now come on, provide some evidence to back up your assertion. Why would Mr. Delight keep this data? Press 1 so I can read the rest. Stealing the secret from the going public. Okay, anyways, what we need to present is obviously Daisy because, or Desiree, because she
doesn't know that he was fired.
Yeah, pretty much. He doesn't want her to know, actually.
Exactly. Exactly. Mr. Delight, what you said just now doesn't match what you told me yesterday.
Huh? What doesn't?
I think you must have been scared. very scared of having a third person find out your secret. A third person? Miss Desiree Delight, the defendant's wife.
Oh, sorry. But bye! Listen to me! My Daisy, dude! She's a dude! Looks like if I just sit back and relax, our fun will end before I truly begins.
Godo!
Yes, we know. It was all your wife's fault.
What do you mean?
What do you mean I did badly on time? Mr. Dwight stole company data to pay up for his wife's spending habit, for which he was fired. Unable to face his own wife, someone used his dirty little secret to blackmail him. And that is how this murder came about.
Oh. No, everything is falling neatly into place for him.
Don't talk about my Daisy like that, dude! Or you'll be sorry, dude!
Well, it seems that we've learned a great deal of things here so far.
What do you think, Nick?
I didn't think it was possible to get so brutally whipped in just 20 minutes. Clearly there was sufficient motive for murder. He stole data for his wife, and he killed to protect his secret. Family man who cared just a little too much. Okay.
The motive is clear. Let's move on.
What
happened at the crime scene at 1 in the morning, Mr. Delight? Come now, tell us. We're all ears.
Next testimony about that. Title?
Oh, sorry, I wasn't paying attention. At the CEO's office. When I entered the office, there was a suspicious shadow there. Ooh.
Oh.
Something not suspicious. Suddenly, I was hit on the forehead after that, and I remember being hit a bit dazed, right?
Yeah.
If I hadn't been wearing that, I would have been killed. When I came to, Mr. Bull was lying there, dead!
Jeez, I know what to present stuff now.
Yeah, not now.
Yeah, I know. Press. Ugh. I see. Suddenly hit on the forehead, huh? I believe the detective from yesterday provided a similar testimony. He said that Master the man struck him on the head from behind. Of course, since Athme turned out to be the culprit himself, that was all a lie.
Ah. No one is going to believe a pathetic lie like that. What? What are you saying? I really was attacked! Dude!
We'll find out if what you say is true or not during the cross-examination.
Got that, Mr. Trice? Don't go easy just because he's your client. And I have coffee. If I see any sign that you are, I will treat you to another cup of special blend.
You don't need to worry about that, Mr. Godo. I paid him Ron. I know he didn't do it. He's Ron Weasley.
Sure.
Why am I saying that?
So anyways, we have to press a statement where he says that he was wearing that.
Exactly.
Since that's not really that specific.
That? Could you please clarify what you are referring to?
Why, my Master the Mask costume, of course.
Wait just a moment. Master the Mask?
Oh, did I forget to mention it before? Just to be on the safe side, I dressed as Master the Mask. And then I descended upon the office of the CEO, keeping security.
What?
Nick, did you know about this? You never told me this.
I don't recall him ever mentioning it to me either.
Even I didn't know that. It seems the little friend really loves to keep secrets. I'm sorry, I just never had the chance to mention it up to until now. Wait, that's not right. I know, well, sometimes things just slip your mind. My 6th cup of coffee staring up at me coldly.
At any rate, we can't ignore this new piece of information. Witness, please correct your testimony. New statement.
Sure. I have been killed if I hadn't been wearing my Master the Mask costume, dude. I can't breathe. As always. Anyways, we press this.
Thank you, Van Quick. Why were you dressed up as Master the Mask?
Why? Because I'm Master the Mask, of course.
What are you talking about? Master the Mask trial is being held next door.
Yes, I guess so. Anyways, at the time, I thought I was being blackmailed over my Star Mask issue. So I thought I should have just
Go.
should have just go as him just to be safe.
Oh boy.
Let me tell you, it's a real pain to move around with that cape. That's why it took a lot longer than I expected.
Took a lot longer? What are you talking about? We gotta
press harder, why
because
not?
we gotta know about that. What do you mean by took a lot longer?
Oh, opening the safe, of course. My cape got caught in the safe door, you see. This all happened when I was hiding Mr. Broward's body.
What was that? Back up a second.
I regret pressing harder. Yes?
You were the one that hid the body in the safe.
Yeah.
Inconceivable. Why? Why? What reason could you have? What were you thinking? By the way,
so
coffee.
I like the soundtrack of this game. Did I ever told you that? Anyways, question: whether someone tossed their dirty shorts in the washing machine?
What?
I don't fucking get it. The answer is simple. When they take them off. Okay.
As usual, I have no idea what you're saying. Do you mean that Mr. Delight hit the body because he's the murderer?
So you're not as stupid as you look. His metaphor this time was really obscure.
Mr. Wright, you don't mean that you knew about this whole safe business, do you? Well, yes. Why am I the only one on the loop here?
Because you're always out of the loop.
Witness, make sure you add this to the testimony.
Sure. Yes, sir, dude.
Uh-oh, like a storm front is moving in over the fair weather, Judge.
Okay, so
Here it is.
that yeah, that's the one. I panicked and hit the body in the safe, and I took it like about 10 minutes. Now, this kind of contradicts something.
Exactly.
I only know what to present that as.
If I'm not mistaken, no, it's a camera photo?
No.
No, it's not. Wait, I think I know what it is. Either the buzzer
It's
or
the buzzer. I'll just short your time. It's the buzzer. Why? Actually, it's the buzzer or
the buzzer record.
Or the buzzer record.
Because it says here went off once at 1 2 a.m. to 12 the CEO's office.
But that happened at 1 and like 10 minutes. It's a lot of time. You just present it, and we can move on.
Now they'll explain anyway. Your Honor, could you please take a look at this record? What might this be? The record for the emergency buzzer that connects the CEO's office to security. If the button in the office is pressed, security team is supposed to come up running. And according to this record, the buzzer was pushed once at 1 2 a.m. What? If Mr. Rondelai truly was the murderer, he went and ran as soon as that buzzer sounded. After all, security guard would have been heading his way.
Objection, I'm good. Let's remember who you're dealing with here. You probably had no idea there were security personnel in the building.
Up until 1 year ago, my client was working as the chief of security. There's no way he would have known about them. Oh, slam!
But as it turns out, the guard never came.
That was nothing more than a coincidence. The fact that the guy was a pathetic loser who had just gotten punched in the face by his ex-new boyfriend, and wasn't anyone in the vicinity was not something Mr. Dillon could have known.
Yeah, that's definitely the best way to brought up Larry. Anyways, again, remember who we're dealing with here. It's sure that bad that Mr. Delight didn't even notice the buzzer going off.
This buzzer is extremely loud. There is no way he could have ignored something like that if he had been conscious. That is, conscious? What do you mean by that?
It means that he was actually unconscious. Ugh. Fine. What's your theory?